The content of this show is intended for beauty professionals and service providers. It contains industry info that clients might not want to hear, especially when it is about clients who behave badly. Pour yourself a cocktail and enjoy. Well, hello there, my beauty bosses. This is Adrienne Schottler with Solo Salon Owner, and I'm doing a check-in this week. The last few weeks, we've been building business foundations, from researching and developing goals and all kinds of good and confusing numbers about knowing your value. Today, we're going to talk about questioning everything. If you've listened to the previous episodes about building your business foundation, you might have already thrown in the towel, and you might have said, you know what? Building a business as a solo salon owner might not be for me. I need to look for other avenues to work in this industry. But if you stuck it out and you've done the work, we are going to today question everything. So today, we have gone through our goals. We have manifested and creative visions. Here's what we really need to ask ourselves. Is our vision statement and our business research and the money it's going to cost realistic to work with your lifestyle? Is the cost of running your own business aligning with the risk? Do you think that you can mentally handle the risk of not having a successful business in your life? Are you able to dive in 100% and be full-time in your beauty business, or will it be part-time with slow growth? I ask you these questions because sometimes people find themselves asking these questions 6 months, a year and a half, or 2 years into the business, when they're really running into trouble. When they've started out strong, but the new clients and the word of mouth referrals have dropped off and the regulars aren't coming back in, and they can't figure out why. They're asking themselves these questions because they didn't think it would take a full 2 years to build a successful business. And it could take 2 to 5 years, and their home life is suffering, their personal life is suffering. They were not expecting the mental load. We're asking these questions because now is the time that you need to ask for help. In this episode, I'm just trying to be very realistic and honest with you. I'm not trying to be negative, but I am a glass half full kind of person, and so I do tend to overthink things. And by overanalyzing and looking at things, you can talk yourself out of something really easy and not take a risk. That's not what I'm trying to do here, but I think too many people just see the good things about being a business owner and not any of the drawbacks. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to help keep you accountable and see realistically what is happening in this beauty business. Who is in your business support team? Is it your personal business support team, which is your spouse, family, and friends? I'm going to tell you right now. Personal support systems are great, but when it comes to business, they are very what's the word I want to use? Opinionated. They're very jaded. They might even be jealous because you're doing something on your own, maybe without them, and they're either worried or intimidated. The personal business support network can be great if it truly is supportive, but it can be very detrimental to your business and your mental health if you turn around and they're talking behind your back. I hear this a lot with business owners who have problems with their family and friends and spouses not fully supporting what they're doing. So, who else is on your business support team? Do you have any professionals as your business support? Do you have a mentor or a business coach, an accountant, a lawyer? Do you even have like a ladies group? There's many groups that support female business owners. Business networks are super important because that's where you're going to meet other people with some of your same frustrations and questions. It can be a great learning experience, plus it can be a great place to network and gain new clients. When asking for outside help, you should find someone that you feel you have a good rapport with, someone that is like-minded to you. But sometimes outside help does come with a cost. When you're looking at a mentor or a business coach, they've been in it. They know how the systems work. They usually provide tough love and accountability. And just like you would have a personal trainer, having a mentor, a salon consultant, or a business coach will cost you for your learning experience. It's just like if you're taking a class. It's continuing education. Being a business owner, you're constantly learning new things. You have to in order to survive. And as we approach 2023 with looming economic things and midterm elections and possible impending recession and the housing market slowing down, you have to learn how to deal with these things, because if you can survive an election year plus a recession, your business is going to be solid and strong. Those businesses like myself that suffered through 2007, 2008, we made it. There was a lot of learning lessons. There was a lot of times that maybe we didn't get a full paycheck and that our chairs were empty, but we pushed through. We were able to figure it out. We made it. We didn't do it by ourselves. We did it with a network of people. I know for myself in 2007, I moved, I had a baby, and I had to start all over again in a new place. And then 2008 hit. It was a disaster. I went through a number of salons in a very short amount of time, because salons that were basically based on a wink, a handshake, and a prayer, they didn't have a solid business foundation. They didn't know what their numbers were. They didn't know their value. They didn't know how to list benefits of services. They didn't know how to market themselves. All of this stuff you need in your pocket as a business owner, whether you're starting out, whether you're starting over, or whether you're starting fresh. It's always time to turn over a new leaf and do something different. So before we hit 2023, before November 1st hits, you need to pull your bank statements for the last few months. Make sure all your end of the month paperwork is done. Make sure your quarterly taxes are all paid and that you're all legit in everything before the holidays hits. And before November 1st, you really should have a meeting with yourself, which is usually a tough meeting to have. But look at that P&L statement and see, where are you losing money? Where are you gaining money? What is your most profitable service that you can promote during the holidays? And by profitable, I mean the value in that service is your experience and your time without a lot of product. So for me, it's a paraffin treatment or a toe polish change. They're my most profitable services. And you better believe during the holidays when people are crunched for time, those two services are what I push. If people call and they're like, I just need a quick pedicure, well, I can do a toe polish change with a little bit of moisturizer, and I'll get you in and out 30 minutes or less. And it's a high dollar profit item for me because I'm not using water, I'm not using scrub, I'm not using callus softener. Clip file buff, a little good moisture on the bottom of the feet to hide any dry spots, and a quick repolish. So, if you're charging for your time correctly, that's very little product and a lot of just elbow grease and knowledge, and get them in and get them out. So let's look to the holidays. Question everything. Question everything we've been through. And then look at the pros and cons, because you've dreamed big and you've assessed your reality. And are you ready to really move forward? Or are you ready to go find a job in a salon? Or are you ready to just run away completely? What's holding you back? What is your biggest fear that you need to tackle? And are you willing to face it head on? Or are you willing to face it in small increments, little by little? Break it down. I'm not going to keep you on the podcast long today because we did such a long journey in knowing your value. Some people are still messaging me with some questions because they were confused. I do talk in circles quite a bit, so when I edit, I do sometimes have to go back and re-record because I wasn't clear. The visual on YouTube is coming. I promise. I'm having some technical difficulty. Surprise, surprise. But stick with me. Join the Solo Salon Owners group. Find me on Spotify and now Google Podcasts and Anchor FM for Solo Salon Owner. And of course, find me on Instagram. I do post some visuals there. Checklists. I have a holiday checklist out right now. And of course, like, rate, and review this podcast if you've enjoyed the content. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great week and are looking forward to making your plans for the upcoming holidays. And we will chat very soon.